Nancy Magargle, our guest here on this Tuesday morning. And Nancy, we've been chatting about the theme in your book. It's called A Time to Die, Time to Live. Feels like a phrase, very familiar phrase that's kind of flipped around. Oftentimes you'll say it's a time to live and a time to die. But the book takes it and reverses that. Tell me why.
Okay, so you're referring to Ecclesiastes, a time to live, a time to die, the seasons of life. So I flipped this around because my struggle with discerning God's will in this situation, Stacy was a teenager. She was 18 years old. Was it really her time to die, God? Is this really what you wanted here, or is this some freak accident? And she wasn't really supposed to come to you yet. And when the loss that we encounter involves death, and we have to become involved in end-of-life decisions, that's where it really gets tough, discerning the will of God in this. I wrote A Time to Die, A Time to Live, because it was not only did I reach that decision that, yes, God was finished with Stacy's life here on this earth, but there were places in me that had to die as well. And through this experience and through the grief that I worked through, I learned how to break out. God taught me how to break out of a prison of guilt, of perfectionism, and a legalistic mindset. And those were my areas that needed to die so that I could enjoy the celebration of life, learn to rejoin life again, and learn to live in the freedom of His forgiveness and His love.
As I'm looking at a little piece here about the book, about your story, it says that you endured some judgment, even from within the circles of faith. What should be the role of the community of faith coming alongside an individual or a family such as yours? What should be the role of the family of faith when someone finds themselves in this situation?
I would say we need to be patient. We need to extend huge helpings of grace and mercy. You will never understand everyone's situation completely because every relationship is different. Every person is different. So we can't not ever say, I understand exactly what you're feeling. We can only say, I love you with the love of Christ. We can only offer our help in whatever way we can offer the help and pray about that and really seek out the Lord and His will for you as someone who's coming alongside a person going through a trauma like this.
The book is called A Time to Die, A Time to Live, Making and Moving Beyond End-of-Life Decisions. Nancy Magargle opening up, sharing her story this morning on WGRC. We'll jump into a little bit more of the conversation coming up in just a few